Should be, the microphone should be working now. Hello, hello. This is just Saturday random stream. I mean, they're always random, but this is even more random than usual. Don't know why the stream is buffering on my phone. Let me know if it's working okay for you. By the way, if anyone, especially my LinkedIn connections, wants to go online for a chat, we can set up a Zoom room as well. You can promote your stuff as well, your work. Ideally, passion projects, but yeah, I guess corporate stuff is fine too. So if you haven't, yeah, that's the usual spiel, the usual intro. If you, where's my, right, there's like a bit of a delay. So yeah, if you put something in there, yeah, if you have any comments, put them in the message below, wherever, whichever platform you're watching it on. We should be streaming everywhere on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitch. So if you haven't checked bionicchaos.com, please do so. This is what we are running these streams for. There's a bunch of tools. Some of them are pretty old. They will need some. It's all prototype, so it's all under development. Some tools are more developed than others. I don't know if this still works. We used to do something on speech, audio transcription and speech analysis. I don't know if it still works. It should be using JavaScript. It is transcribing. Sorry for that. Well, not sorry. I should keep apologizing for the ads, but yeah, that's how we pay electricity. Yeah, so this transcription still works okay. We were thinking doing more vivid specifically, well, currently it's only doing volume metrics and speech rate. We could have been, if there is interest, we could be also doing other things like other metrics, other parameters of your speech, frequencies and the like. Spectrograms would be nice, but also in the future training model. Ideally that will, well, I can only train it for myself. You could potentially train it for your own voice that will actually recognize better the words that I say. So I haven't been monitoring, but this might be making a lot of mistakes. Which, yeah, for example, I didn't say Monday. So it's normally working okay. This one should be all JavaScript as well. I can check. We host everything locally. If it's JavaScript, just load it on your browser, so I have less control over what it actually does and how well it's working. Apparently this one, yeah, there is a disclaimer at the bottom that's only working on Chromium-based browsers. So I don't think it will work on Firefox or whatever you use on Apple devices. I mean, probably just should throw them in the bin, but but it's a whole different story. Yeah, there's a bunch of things currently on the list of Biomedical. The ones on the website. Let's open it in another, see if the transcriber still works. In another tab, What else we got? Yeah, it's mainly around time series data, like EEG, brain waves, and cellophagraphy. Would it get me saying that? No, because I'm probably mispronouncing it. I won't try it again. ECG game that we're currently turning into, also creating a robot that will play this game using fuzzy logic, later potentially neural networks as well. And what else we got? Yeah, synthetic EEG signal generator. Yeah, that one. We had a better version in LabVIEW in the past. Yeah, this one is more basic. Yeah, you can select your. This is not updating. It's pretty annoying. Yeah, 10 is the default, so it should tell you what the current value is. It's not doing that. And then you can load whichever delta, theta, alpha, beta, gamma. Actually, so on the, yeah, we open another tab. Yeah, we'll push my server, see how well it can handle multiple tabs. There's this inverse F noise that's actually mimicking baseline EEG pretty well. And this tool, yeah, this one's using Plotly.js. I think you can just generate the stuff by refreshing the page. So I keep getting this Monopoly ads. Oh, come on, go away. Yeah, it's always tempting to use ad blocker, isn't it? But please don't, because that's how most creators make ends meet. So don't use ad blockers. But yes, it's very tempting. So I was just saying, inverse F, yeah, this tool, ideal will have more options there, but the inverse F noise function mimicking, why is it not updating? It just takes some time. Mimicking baseline EEG quite well. So the standard noise will be Gaussian white. Okay, there must be too many data points in there. And you have the frequency response of it as well. It's power over frequency. A periodic is fine too. But yeah, inverse F is more closely resembles baseline EEG. Oops. Anyway, what else we've got? Got the G signal generator. So this one's quite quite extensive. It's using NeuroKit 2, a Python library, a Flask and Numpy. So this is a Flask application, so it will have some sort of back end to it as well. You can change your blood pressure. Yeah, those numbers should update there, shouldn't they? That's a bit odd. Let's reload it quickly. Yeah, this one is pretty nice and quick. So you can select your window size, isoelectric voltage. Yeah, we'll add this DC component to the signal. Those delays for some reason grayed out. Anyway, if you're making an ad, make it more informative, just so you can straight away tell what is it you're trying to sell. So I don't know why those are grayed out. The milliseconds for the QRST and PQRS. This is actually interesting because this is something we're looking at currently for what is it called? The bot that plays the Cardio Quest game. The labeling of yeah, we're doing more changes to it yesterday. This is what we currently have. So yeah, in this case, the game is meant for you, for a human, assuming you are human. Let me know if you are a human watching this. So the game meant to be targeted at anyone who is interested in ECG to learn about the labeling data, normal, abnormal. Yeah, we spent quite a lot of time on this one, hopefully. So we have the game available for you to play, to try out. It's called ECG game, but that doesn't have the bot playing it, so you're just competing against yourself. But this new version that is not published yet, hopefully we'll publish this this coming week. Today is Saturday, by the way, so we might not be doing much development. We were actually editing older streams, trying to turn them into videos. So yeah, so this game, so this is your score, assuming you are human, and then there is the score for the machine. So you can compete against the machine, and yeah, the machine currently is not doing very well when the noise level is increased. When it's 0, it's doing perfectly well. Well, at least last time it was. So those are all abnormal ECGs. It's looking at the number of positive, negative peaks, amplitude, the R peak sharpness. So it's taking that value and going halfway through the peak and measuring the distance on the left and right. Then it's also looking at PR and the RT intervals. So essentially the interval before and after the R peak, and gives you an abnormality score. So for example, for this signal it was 0.8, for this one is 0.5, just round it up. And for the, oops, I clicked on it by mistake. This was a normal ECG, a normal ECG again, and the abnormality score is 0.1. And that's the one, the human, when you play this game, you should not, do not click on that waveform, because you will get minus 10 points if you do. That was an example. But the machine, when there is no noise, does extremely well, and it able to distinguish between this normal, it says decision normal because the abnormality score is very low, or abnormal when the abnormality score is high. So that's what it does, and hopefully we'll probably ready to publish it. Maybe, yeah, we should just do it. So hopefully it will be available for you to play with and see how well you can label ECG waveforms and you know, benchmark yourself against the robot playing the same game. And the robot is not cheating, it doesn't have the labels. The waveforms being generated in JavaScript, so front end, and the fuzzy logic, the robot is operating on the server Python code in the backend, so it doesn't have the labels. It's just looking at the waveform exactly the same way as you do. Well, I mean, it doesn't have eyes, it just gets the data points, and there's no filtering involved as well. So So it's not doing anything fancy, literally just looking at those parameters. Let's see what else we've got. We already covered that. ECG feature extractor. Yeah, that's working pretty well, but there's not much you can do with this tool. That segment range is essentially the window where we look for the peaks, because if you change the segment range, it stuffs up the detection. Yeah, this one, what was it using? I'm about to lose my voice, so I might, if there's no human who wants to talk, I might just talk to the robot.
ECG Waveform Feature Extractor. The ECG plot generator is a web-based tool designed for the visualization of electrocardiogram (ECG) data. It's a practical resource for individuals needing to analyze or study cardiac electrical activity, equipped with features that allow for the customization of ECG data based on specific variables. Features: parameter adjustment. Users can modify the duration, heart rate, and segment range to produce ECG plots that are aligned with particular requirements or conditions. User interface. The application provides a straightforward interface where changes to input values result in immediate updates to the displayed ECG plot. Data visualization. ECG waveforms are plotted with markers for P, Q, R, S, T peaks, facilitating easier identification and analysis. Real-time updates. The plot adjusts in real time as users manipulate the input values, aiding in comparative and dynamic analysis. Utility. The tool is useful for educational purposes, helping in the study of cardiac electrical activity, and can also be used in preliminary professional research and analysis. Workflow. Input selection. Users set the desired parameters including duration, heart rate, and segment range using sliders. ECG plot generation. The application generates an ECG plot based on the chosen parameters, with key features marked for easy identification. Interactive adjustments. The ECG plot can be dynamically adjusted by changing the input parameters, facilitating a comparative study of different conditions. Analysis. The marked P, Q, R, S, T peaks on the plot assist users in understanding and analyzing the ECG data. This tool simplifies the process of generating and analyzing ECG data, making it accessible for educational and initial research purposes. 1. Duration description. The duration input determines the length of time for which the ECG data is generated. Users can adjust this to observe the ECG waveforms over different periods of time. 2. Heart rate description. The heart rate input allows users to set the number of heartbeats per minute to simulate different heart conditions.
Okay, I think you get the gist. I just needed my vocal cords to rest. Getting an error for one of the waveforms, and that probably means it doesn't meet any of the fuzzy rules, because the output cannot be calculated, likely because the system is too sparse. Check to make sure this set of input values will activate at least one connected term in each antecedent via the current set of rules. Yes, we need to make sure all the rules are covered. Yeah, this will be coming from analyze waveform. I don't know, we can set no development today. It's really tempting to try and fix this error, but then we'll probably be getting another one, so we'll get stuck in a loop. The other thing we were doing today is because it's a weekend, just editing earlier live streams. There's something wrong with the video. I have like 2 webcams and one of them is essentially playing up. So if it's a good idea to change it while streaming, I'll probably not do that. Still working now, and it stopped working as well. I have this one. Yeah, that one's just frozen. Slow default camera, like default settings. Yeah, I don't know what's up. I don't know why it's asking for power line frequency, and it's always 60 Hertz, obviously default. And we use 50 Hertz in Australia. Okay, now the camera is working. Okay, fine. Yeah, we have this. We now split the audio into my microphone, what's coming from the machine. If you haven't checked bionicals.com, please go check it out. There's a lot of interesting tools. Yeah, so here, for example, loaded up. We now, by the way, yeah, we had this stream yesterday. We were reviewing some of the other tools. That was the EEG to music conversion. The thing about it, yeah, because the camera recording is funny like that, it's like downsampled. It's like a very low sampling rate. I didn't notice that this tool we can actually test the camera with. Is this one still recording? No, I think it's not recording anymore, is it? Yeah, that's the other thing about running tools in JavaScript, is that I don't have control over what the browser does. So in this case, it decided to stop transcribing. Well, I can't do anything about it. And a different browser might behave differently again. Yeah, that camera is failing. Audio. Anyway, might channel the data is from. Anyway, so because this camera was failing us last time, it was at a very slow, low sampling rate. And also because people complain that the screen is too large. So for example, when they're watching on their phone, they can't see anything. So I actually took the same video, and we have options, and we're using Kden Live. It's an open source, pretty much use anything open source. Except GPT-4 and GitHub CoPilot. Probably should use something else that is open source. Yeah, if you have any recommendations, do let me know. Anyway, in this case, we cropped the window. Just sitting. Yeah, so we cropped the window that we were live streaming with to just the browser, just the relevant bit. And because of the aspect ratio, it still has to be whatever the QHD was, it 16:9. We still have that dead space there. I might just pop potentially some text in it. It could be nice. There is an option in GitHub to add to actually generate captions, subtitles. So I might put like bigger ones on the side or something like that. This will be a short 5-minute video just covering the EEG to music, and eventually we might be popping it on this page as well. We could do what's called a YouTube, yeah, essentially a YouTube window. Actually have another website called it's called didn't Air Canada had this thing with an AI chatbot selling someone a ticket for $1, something like making a mistake. Yeah, maybe instead of advertising to consumers, they should advertise a AI engineer job or something. Does it mean I won't be seeing an Air Canada ad on my website anymore? I'm just looking for, what am I looking for? Yeah, I have this bunch of websites that are not actually fully utilizing, not using those domains. One of them is YouTube No. It's actually not YouTube No, it's YouTube Beno. So my last name. But if you wanna read it as YouTube No, you are more than welcome to. Right. Yeah, meant embeddings. Yes, that's what the website looks like. Yes, you will have embeddings like this of the video. So this one here, it will be nice to have it sitting here in the on the side. So if you don't know, what to do, in addition, because no one actually reads anything. Yeah, it has a getting started. Essentially has instructions of how to use the tool, but then there will be also a video that you could watch and just see how I use it. Yeah, originally, yeah, this website is obviously it's published, but yeah, the idea was to have like a blog-like thing, video description, and the YouTube embedding. And when YouTube goes down, just probably try and host the videos on myself, or yeah, on another server somewhere. So by the way, this session is meant to be interactive. You can use the chat, or I can even bring you live onto the stream if you would like to chat. if you haven't. The two more recent ones are this EEG to music converter. Just load it up. We're now, by the way, recording audio, like my microphone and audio from this side separately, so later I can edit those into better videos, maybe. I don't know why there's not relevant ads showing up. Just have to leave it that, because that's controlled by the Google gods. So this one, yeah, I might cut out that comment before I get cancelled by the YouTube algorithm. Better videos, maybe. I don't know why there's not relevant ads. I can edit those into better videos, maybe. So later I can edit those audio, like my microphone and audio from this side separately, so just load it up. We're now, by the way, recording this EEG to music converter. Just load it up. We're now, by the way, recording audio, like my microphone and audio from this side separately, so later I can edit those into better videos, maybe. I don't know why there's not relevant ads showing up. Just have to leave it that, because that's controlled by the Google gods. I don't know why it's struggling now to can get rid of that. Control R to remove that beat. It will also make the video shorter, which is good. Music converter. So this one, you can select the channel. It's a 16 channel. The data is from IEEG, a NeuroVista device. There's a link there. You can get the data yourself too, or just use this tool. So you can automate volume and duration. Automating volume will obviously look at the amplitude. So when there is no seizure, it should be lower volume. When there is a seizure, it should in theory be louder. Yeah, so this is softer at the end of the was it 100-second recording in this case. So if you go in the beginning and put it to 100, you could see the whole recording. It's a seizure onset, and it's a quiet time after the seizure ends. And auto duration will also adjust the audio play length to the window size. So obviously 100 is the longest you can get. You can see the whole data. I think default is 10 seconds. Let's say if you're around 14 seconds. So this is the seizure onset. Might become louder and louder on this particular channel. And the end, it will become softer because the seizure have ended. And we can look at the same thing on different channels. I don't know, 14 from memory sounded more cheery, yeah, or maybe annoying. So you might adjust your volume that you're using on your machine when using the tool. It's available online for you to try out for free. Free as in freedom, not as in beer or GPT-4 subscription. Right, so this is this tool. Yeah, channel 14 might be too annoying. Channel 1, let's look at the different channels. They look different. The seizures on them are quite different. Yeah, and obviously the longer the window size, the laggier it becomes. So I have to be careful with that. But it's just because loading a lot of data in there. Yeah, 7 I think is default, so you have the seizure onset and then quiet after the seizure. Yeah, this one's a weird one, but kind of same shape. There are 8 electrodes on the left side of the head, 8 on the right. I don't remember which one's which. Doesn't really matter for this application. Here there's something going on post seizure as well. Anyway, you get the drift. There's some description at the bottom. Yes, you might get some ads. Sorry for that. Have to pay electricity. And this control is for wavelet denoising that you can try out as well. I don't think it does much. So yeah, play around with it, see what you think. Let me know how you went. And yeah, I'll show you the frequency spectrum. There's an option to remove the whole spectrum or overlay it as well. You can see the different frequency components. Log to linear, frequency scale, filter order. You can make it more or less aggressive. Those parameters, pretty sure, do not affect the music generation. So they actually from another tool. They just affect the view, or maybe they are. Yeah, the music generation is a whole. Yeah, it's these controls here, so you can control the volume or set it auto volume and auto duration that will adjust itself to. So it will play longer notes if you select the longer window size. All right, so that video will be 4.5 minutes. It sounds okay. Quickly save the what's it called? Need the name for it, don't we? Called EEG music. And let's see if we can actually render it. It might drop live stream, doing everything on the same machine, which is also the server for the website. So good luck to us all. Render into file. It's a short video, so we should be okay in theory. It is rendering. Yeah, does this a different FPS, like automated adjustment? So it's actually deciding to go for 18 FPS, which is a bit odd. But yes, there's not much happening on the screen, so maybe that's fine. I'd still think 30 will be minimum, but I just hope the editing software knows what it's doing. Yeah, to know why it's not using my GPU as well. It seems to be using a CPU for rendering the video. That's odd. Yes, we are maxed out. What the? Yeah, maxed out on the upload. Check if the GPU is being used. Yeah, no, there is a better way of doing it. It's only using 14% and 37 for the video engine. Surprised my stream didn't go down. So that's already a plus. Yes, eventually we'll add this video at the description of this page to just it's called embedded YouTube window, so you can play the video on the site, well, still via YouTube, but actually might stop the game. Give our machine some room to breathe. Yeah, melt is a Cadence live process. So that's the video editing. I don't know why the rendering of the video. I don't know why it's using CPU at all. Should be using mostly GPU. I suspect it's using both. Anyway, and then we will have another video as well. This is from yesterday's live stream, and yeah, again another not relevant ad. It's probably targeting me. I don't know what I was searching for to get a Monopoly ad. Pretty sure, yeah. The channel 8 is a bit weird. So in this case, you do not hear the sound. You just use your eyes. Look at the spectrogram. There's description, the whole lot, and also the wavelet denoising. You can actually see how well or not it's performing. You can see the original and denoised signal over there, and switch between them for the spectrogram view. Yeah, window size of 1. It's not very useful. And yeah, this wavelet denoising doesn't actually do much in this case. It's just an example. You can try different wavelet types, see what difference does it make, and the level of like how aggressive the noise reduction is. The trending just brings the signal to around 0. That should be fun as well. So there's a bunch of other tools as well. Some of them will have to, the ones at the bottom will have to get back to them. So we're kind of doing development rounds, trying to make them better. And this is why yes, this video think, oops, it has yeah, the video was laggy or something, so we might get rid of it. Just zoom in on that section. Problem is that the aspect ratio of that window is not it's not 16:9. that YouTube requires. For the previous video to finish rendering, we'll go from there. To finish. Yes, only took 8 minutes. That's okay. Close this one. We need to release some resources, don't we? It's only 150 megabytes. Please, which is a bit odd. The amplitude. Why is it only? Yeah, it's fine. Just on 5 minutes essentially. Just checking. Yeah, it's 2560 by 1440. 30 frames per second. Well, it's actually not. It's actually adaptive frames, but yeah, it thinks the operating system thinks it's 30 frames per second. Let me just double check. For YouTube, we don't normally do it. We did it like ages ago. It should be fine. We're just checking for YouTube video aspect ratio. Yeah, that should be okay. Yeah, I'll just start uploading. It might take a while. Yeah, that's really bad, is it? The background Flask application Python code doesn't even have the correct file. Well, Could have cut it this way or something. Shall we redo it? I don't know. What do you think? Let's open it again quickly. Could have potentially, because we're most of the time not talking about the yeah, I'll leave that bit as is. Yes, say this bit here. Can crop the bottom. Why is this grayed out? If we crop the could crop the top as well. The little bit of the top. Oops. Not tilt, but scale. No. Don't need the logo, do we? Why is it changing? It's available online for you to try out. That's a bit odd. It wasn't. How do I? Should be a way to just. Yeah, it's changing from this to that throughout the video. That's not what the. It's not what I wanted to do. So it will just stay the same throughout too. There should be only one keyframe. Yeah, that's weird. Here I have to look it up how to do it. By the way, if anyone wants to help editing videos, you're more than welcome to let me know. Do let me know. The other camera just stopped working on me. Where is it? But let's close this without saving. Yeah, we could make a better version of it. So it just so in the video you just have the part of the screen that is currently being discussed. So I don't know, should we re-record the thing at the correct aspect ratio as well? That will help. This window. Oops. F5. Yeah, it is quite scalable. Yeah, ideally that scroller will also become thicker, because that's the most important one. I don't know what is. Can a browser just let's ask GPT? Sec. Example VG spectrogram, you can go over this as well. So this is the same dataset, the same file, same 16 channels. You can select the channels and check your spectrogram. So that should be fun. And yeah, again, another not relevant ad. It's probably targeting me. I don't know what I was searching for to get a monopoly ad. Pretty sure, yeah. Channel 8 is a bit weird. So in this case, you do not hear the sound, you just use your eyes. Look at the spectrogram, there's description, the whole lot, and also the wavelet denoising. You can actually see how well or not it's performing. You can see the original and denoised signal over there, and switch between them for the spectrogram view. Yeah, window size of 1, it's not very useful. And yeah, this wavelet denoising doesn't actually do much in this case. It's just an example. You can try different wavelet types, see what difference does it make, and the level of like how aggressive the noise reduction is. The trending just brings the signal to around 0. That should be fun as well. So there's a bunch of other tools as well. Some of them will have to, the ones at the bottom will have to get back to them. So we're kind of doing development rounds, trying to make them better. And this is why your feedback is very important. So if you tried any of those, please do let me know what you think so I can improve. There's ECG feature extraction as well. Can select your duration of the waveform, the heart rate, which essentially does the same, because the more, all of a sudden there's slightly more relevant ad, but not quite. Segment range would just stuff up the detection. So that's that detection is independent to the waveform generation. The detector, in this case, there's a description there of how it works, but it doesn't have any of the labels, just detecting them. There's no references, meaning, yeah, I'll need to put some references to what type of libraries we use. So yes, it's all work in progress. So then we have this, one of the more recent ones. Here we have our camera. It'll take your face. The face is not actually needed here, and we'll do music generation. So I've been talking about this one quite a bit. You can try it out. Yeah, I'm not sure what's that. Visual gear. Yeah, normally you have a lot of, yeah, don't want to mention it. Anyway, you have this tool as well. Go try it out. See some ads. You'll be supporting the project. Sure. Have a lot of, yeah, don't want to mention it. Anyway, you have this tool as well. Go try it out. See some ads. You'll be supporting the project and learning about face and hand detection, music generation, and the like. So I might actually normally leave this one during my stream, because also I'm doing all sorts of, it can be used for various things like exercise. You know, you can do, yeah, I've actually seen someone using it yesterday. They had a lot of fun trying to dance to it actually, but moving too fast, and on a laptop it was not detecting the signal too fast. I'm on a powerful GPU, so it's working much better. But yeah, this is all JavaScript, as opposed to other tools that might have back end data processing as well. This is all JavaScript, so all front end. So the speed and the quality of how this works depends on your machine, browser, memory, camera, and the like.